Hugely impressive and eternal stars Angelina Jolie and Lauren Ridloff join us now. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for chatting with us. It is an exquisite movie. I didn't expect anything other than that. But Angelina, firstly, I could ask you, you've got such an impressive body of work behind you, but playing a superhero, it's got to be up there with the best possible role.
It is a great deal of fun. But I came into this because they brought me into a room and they explained to me what the eternal family would be, who we would be, and how diverse and inclusive, and what the messages of the film would be. And when you accept a Marvel movie, you don't see the script. You have no idea how little, how big, or what you'll be doing. So you have to take a leap of faith that the essence of it is something you can get behind, and for me, it was this family.
It is a story about family and indeed the connections between each of them and the love that each of them have. And yes, it was very, very important alongside everything else that a Marvel movie brings.
You know, we look and feel different than a superhero group. I maybe, don't look as different, but my character also struggles with mental health. And so everyone is bringing something. We're actually, in some ways, the most human because we are. And I think what's exciting about it is we more appropriately represent the world we live in. We are a global family. We're a family, but we're a global family.
Lauren, if I can ask you about your character, because let's just say Makkari has had a major makeover since the comic book series.
Yeah, I have to say, I was so thrilled to have this opportunity to play Makkari, and I have to say to the MCU, kudos, because I feel like now, it's long overdue, and it's just so timely to really start making superheroes look more like people that we see every day at home. And I think that brings the idea of what a superhero is, what our powers, closer to home. So with pride, I can actually play Makkari.
I worked on a programme many years ago, and the entire cast were deaf, and we found various ways of navigating our way around filming. I was interested just the logistics and how it was for you on set. I do know that you came across a bit of an issue where you were having to face a wall and you didn't know when you were being cued, when it was your time to speak, but indeed it was Angelina that came up with the solution.
Definitely. Well, it was a wonderful experience actually working on set for the Eternals because, number one, I knew that there would be a lot of problem solving and opportunities really while we were shooting. I was actually talking with Angelina about my frustrations about not knowing when I was supposed to turn because I couldn't see there weren't any opportunities for visual cues for Chloe, the director, to tell everybody action and then turn. And I think it was through this conversation that I had with Angelina about using a laser pen. And ever since, I'm so thankful to Angelina about that, because now I incorporate that into my daily arsenal on set, on other projects that I work on. And I just hope that other deaf actors can use that technology also. What
do your boys make of you being a superhero?
It's not like my boys. Well, my boys were actually tough, I have to say. They're a tough audience. They weren't that impressed at first. No, not at all. But I think when I brought home the Lego figures, I think that was when it really, really hit my boys. Both of my boys are also deaf, and so I'm just thrilled that when they grow up, growing up, they're actually going to have a deaf superhero, and it's not going to be a big deal to them.
Angelina, we've seen you and your beautiful family on various red carpets over the past few days as well. How does it feel from a mother perspective standing on those carpets with your loved ones beside you?
Well, I grew up a bit around this business, and I don't consider this business real life in any way. But I also want them to know that it's a part of their life and they can enjoy it for this tiny percentage of our life that is this, and have some fun with it, not take it too seriously. And it's a choice. Somebody wants to come, somebody doesn't want to come. What they feel comfortable doing, it's always very open.
Sahara wearing your beautiful Oscar dress from 2014, looking utterly stunning and making her own headlines just because she wore it.
Yeah, well, we've talked a lot. I think a lot of families are having conversations about sustainability, and while we haven't made the full jump with all things in our fashion, where we can upcycle or explore vintage or look at what we already have and make something out of it.
And Angela, you've hinted at your desire to possibly direct a Marvel movie at one time.
I was asked if I would consider, and of course you consider anything, because, you know, we all want to work. I don't know yet if I'd be very good at it, but the idea certainly makes me smile.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, they could ask me to direct. I don't know. If I directed,
Maybe
would you
we
jump in
direct
there?
together.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you. You heard it here first. Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. The movie is really, really excellent. And I know Marvel is always shrouded in secrecy. And indeed, as fans, you don't really want too many spoilers. So I don't think we've given anything away. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. And Eternals is in cinemas from the 5th of November.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.